for the ride home in ENC.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
This is your 5 o'clock drive with Patrick Johnson.
Holy mackerel!
More news, more interviews, more ECU stories than you can shake a stick at. Hey, stop shaking that stick. This is the Patrick Johnson Show.
Pirates win! Pirates win!
On 94.3 The Game.
All right, hello again, everybody, and welcome. We're here on the Patrick Johnson Show, 94.3 The Game, and the IBX Media app on this Wednesday, midweek, hump day, all downhill from here. We've got a great show for you. Our dear friend Bethany Bradsher is going to be in studio with us here in a little bit. I'm in the studios today. Do we have the Greenville, North Carolina clip, Pilk? A good producer would have had it. Oh, okay. Pilk's on the phone. A good producer's getting our next guest on the phone. That's what's happening. But Bethany Bradsher will be with us, and a lot of hearings, a lot of, shall we say, threatening legalese in the top 5 at 5. Some games mixed in there as well. So we'll get all of that in just a little bit. We're seeing if we're going to get Henry Hinton on. The Big Rock has had in the last 24 hours, a record fish, not for the tournament, for all time. And then they've also now got a second-place finisher. Pilk, hit it here, our intro to Henry Hinton from the Big Rock and Big Rock Landing.
It just ain't the Big Rock without Big Hen.
It is not the Big Rock without Big Hen. He joins us from Big Rock Landing. Hello, Big Hen.
How much do we have to pay Trace Adkins to record that?
Every time you play it, it's 8 cents. Yes, well, it might have taken all the budget, actually. I think we spent the whole year's budget on Trace Adkins. How are you?
I'm good. It's an exciting day out here at Big Rock Landing. Look, we're getting ready. The crowd is building. We're getting ready to bring another Blue Marlin, second one of the day, to Big Rock Landing. Builder's Choice.
Okay.
Captain Brent Gaskell, who's kind of a famous guy down here.
Yeah.
He's always in the money, man. He's always he made many appearances at Big Rock Landing. He's bringing a Blue Marlin right now, and we found out about 30 minutes ago that another Blue Marlin was boated on the vessel Fender Bender. And we don't even know where they are or what time they're going to. There's no ETA on them yet, so it's going to be a long night here at Big Rock Landing. I may need you to come host Talk of the Town tomorrow morning. I might not be home by then.
Just let me know. We'll figure it out.
But we had a second place fish.
Yes, tell us about it.
Earlier today, that was exciting. These guys brought in a 539-pounder.
Wow.
And I got kicked off the stage, so I'm not Free Ranger. I'm sorry, 597.
Free Ranger, yeah.
Free Ranger. It was the second one they brought in this week.
Yeah.
They brought in one on Monday that was about 470. I think they said 489. This one was 597.4.
Wow.
So they're currently in second place behind Marlin Fever, of course, which brought in the 919-pound fish yesterday. And I don't know if you want to hit the prediction market. I'm predicting that that's going to win the whole thing. I don't think you get good odds though.
When you have so you don't think Polymarket's going to give you great odds on that. When you have when you have a fish that is a record, not just for the tournament but for all time, it seems a little hard pressed. Now, I understand. I mean, it seems like there's a lot of marlin. It's a very active year. Might that have something to do with the weather, Big Hen? Is that kind of the story that's been going on down there? Because it just seems like we've had a ton of marlin brought to the weigh station.
Yeah, well, ocean temperatures are cooler than normal for June. And so, there's some theories on that has created more fish. And it has been a very active week, not just for blue marlin, but, I mean, we've had 5 blue marlin come to the weigh station already here, and it's just and we're not done here on Wednesday, and 2 more coming. So that's going to be 7 blue marlin in 3 days.
Wow!
And I'll tell you, I've been doing this about 6 years, I believe, and in my years we haven't had that kind of activity before.
So yesterday,
Not at the way station.
This time yesterday, or maybe a little sooner than this time yesterday, you were in the nation's capital.
Yeah,
and now you're at Morehead City. What a life! But you'd rather be in Morehead City at the waterfront any day of the week with your people.
I can tell you that I would much rather be here. Yes.
All right.
I will tell you this.
Yes.
In my Uber ride, in one of my Uber rides, we got close enough to the White House, and I got to see the big setup for the 250th UFC fight this weekend in concert.
What does it look like? A monstrosity?
Oh my God, it's beautiful. It's
wow.
Red, white, and blue, and I mean it literally towers over the White House. It's huge.
Yeah, I saw a picture of it, and it looks gigantic. I mean, it looks really, really.
I mean, look, in person, it was very impressive. I got to see it from my Uber.
There you go.
Yes, I tried to get a picture, but my driver was going too fast. I said, "Slow down, dude." Got to get a picture.
All right. How are the crowds at the Big Rock this year?
Right now, it is a building. I would say at this moment, I don't know how many people are out here.
Okay.
How many people do you think are out here?
Oh, I don't know.
How many people do you think are? Oh, I know who. Tree from Channel 9. Tree. I'm live with Patrick on 94.3. How many people do you think are here right now?
Oh, man.
You've been doing this for years.
Just looking around, man, I'm not exaggerating. It looks like 2,000 to 3,000, maybe 4,000 people down here.
Okay.
And that's just at the level that I can see right now. The whole port of Morehead City all the way down is filled with people, man. This is such an amazing thing. And also to have ECU football coach down here.
Yeah, I forgot that. I forgot to tell you, Blake Harrell's over here.
Really?
Yeah, Harrell sent me a picture of me on the set, and I thought he was watching on television.
Wow!
And he was like, "You're looking good up there." And so I responded back. I said, "Thanks, Coach. Good talking to you. Good to hear from you." And then I looked around, and he was pointing at me and laughing. He was down here. He is. I'm looking at him right now. He is actually He's sitting outside on the deck at Redfish with he got about 7 other football coaches. I think the whole staff came back.
Okay.
And I don't think Blake had ever been to Morehead City before.
I don't know, but he picked a good place to sit down and eat.
The great Tree Roundtree.
Let me tell you this:
he's got more experience at the Big Rock than anybody else.
And I know Blake Harrell's an enormous celebrity, but he's no Tree Roundtree down there. They love Tree at the Big Rock.
Patrick said that Blake is a big celebrity, but he's no Tree Roundtree. You know, it looks like they're getting ready to pay, and maybe I can get Harold over here.
You're going to do an ambush interview here live on the radio.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
60 Minutes style,
exactly.
Mike Wallace style for all the Google it kids.
All right, I'm going to walk over to the Redfish restaurant.
All right, live radio, Big Hen on Big Rock Landing. Henry Hinton, the Legend Award winner, the Broadcast Hall of Famer. He's about to ambush Blake Harrell live on the Patrick Johnson Show.
This is like a Mike Wallace ambush on 60 Minutes.
Yes.
60 Minutes was actually good.
Right.
Yeah.
Before now.
All right. Let's see if I can get him.
Okay.
He seems to be engaged in a conversation.
Well, tell him we're live on the radio. Say, Coach, live on the radio.
On Patrick's show. He wants you to come talk.
All right, here we go. He said who?
He said no.
Tell him I go.
No. I said,
tell him I go. And he'll show up. He'll come over here. Tell him it's I go show, and he'll be on.
He's coming.
All right.
He's coming. The great Blake Harrell is coming.
All right.
I'll put you on speaker so you can ask him some questions.
Okay. ECU head football coach Blake Harrell with us here.
Coach, I did not know that you were going to be at the Big Rock. What's your impression of the first Big Rock Blue Marlin tournament you've ever been to?
It's the first one I've ever been to, and just what an excitement with some energy and the juice, you want to call it, and just lots of people out here. It's a great event for East North Carolina, Morehead City, and Carteret County.
How have you lived in Eastern North Carolina all these years and never been to this event before?
I've been asking myself that same question. Just, when you find the head coach, you can get away for a minute. And we decided to come down this afternoon. We obviously got practice in the morning and official visits tomorrow afternoon, so I thought this would be the best afternoon to come down. But excited. We get to see a couple of fish come in and I get to hang out with Henry.
Yeah, there you go. All right, Patrick, don't ask any really deep football level questions. I don't want to get coached.
No.
He's down here enjoying himself.
My one question for Coach is, did you charge your meal to Henry?
Well, I'm thinking about it. Like, just say either him or Macy O'Donnell.
Macio's out here doing a report right now live on Channel 12.
Macio's actually working. Henry's just kind of hanging out on the phone. But
No, that's true. That's true.
But, yeah, definitely in charge. And it's amazing. We came in as they were taking the marlin off the hook a while ago, and just kind of a few people out here. But now, as a couple boats are coming in, just a number of people that just show up and just kind of pack the crowd, and just good to see for this area.
Were you here for the first weigh-in today?
I was not.
You got to hang around. We got another one coming. And let me tell you, I think this boat that's coming in is Builder's Choice. Brent Gaskell, who is a famous boat captain here from Beaufort. And let me tell you this, Captain Gaskell don't play. So we could have some excitement here in a few minutes.
Oh, that's awesome. I actually want to get my picture taken with the marlin, and not only standing next to it, but maybe riding it or something. It's like,
I'll get you over there. You have connections.
Yeah, pull a few strings for me.
All right. Help him out, Big Hen. Let's get a picture of Blake
That's my
Harrell beside
ambush
the
interview.
fish.
I said I was going to ambush you like Mike Wallace on 60 Minutes.
It was great.
Oh, good. Hey, great to hear from you, Patrick.
Thank you,
We're
Coach.
excited about football coming up.
It's not long. Under 100 days. I think about 80 days, and we'll be in Tuscaloosa and finding out what the Tide are all about. The Tide has to play the Pirates.
I predict big things for you this year. I'm very excited.
Oh, thank you. I'm excited about Pirate Nation and Pirate football and what's ahead this fall.
All right, Blake Harrell, PJ.
Wow.
Thanks, Blake.
Boy, you never know. We've got the Big Hen, Tree Roundtree, and now Blake Harrell. What a trifecta.
Yeah, and I am I'm neglecting my duties with Big Rock TV.
Head
so
over there and do that. Yeah, well, thank you for the check-in.
Right.
Thank you for the live
I'll
report.
be on the air tomorrow morning on 103.7 and 96.3 live from Portside Marina. We're going to have fun right here on the Moorhead Waterfront tomorrow morning. You should come down tomorrow morning. I know you're coming Friday, but
I'll be there Friday.
For the waterfront.
We've got an interview we got to do for the sports show tomorrow. So,
all right.
Yeah.
Talk to you later.
All right. See you later on. There he goes, Henry Hinton. How about that report, Pilk?
There you go, man.
That had a little bit of everything.
I was really excited about Tree. I mean, Blake's cool too, but we can't even get Tree to come on when Tree is standing right there in front of the show on Monday nights, and Henry walks up, and now Tree's all good to be on the show. See how it goes.
You know this because you know Tree Roundtree, and for those that don't know who Tree is a long time, basically a camera operator, producer for Channel 9, but he's been at other TV stations across the state. Tree also is one of the main, the most skilled camera person or most skilled camera position for the ESPN Plus broadcast. Tree is on that camera.
Yeah, I know. I see him up there.
Yeah, we call it the slash camera, and it's usually at an angle that presents different looks, and so they put Tree on that camera. You're right. So whenever you get the great Tree Roundtree on the radio, that's a huge accomplishment. An enormous accomplishment here. Boy, what a monumental day this has turned into here on the Patrick Johnson Show. Blake Harrell, Tree Roundtree, the Big Hen, Bethany Bradsher's in studio. Intern Mary's here, despite the fact it's her second favorite show on the station.
DeMarco's wandering around somewhere.
DeMarco's wandering around doing Lord knows what. He's now a big music star on music radio. It's wild. All right, we'll take a break. Bethany Bradsher in studio. We'll talk to her about the Big Rock. Bethany's also got a big book signing coming up here in Greenville this weekend. We'll tell you about that and everything you need to know about all of Bethany Bradsher's books, which would be great gifts for Father's Day coming up. Our great friend Bethany Bradsher in the studio when we come back.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers in Greenville, plus the all-new Tiebreakers in Winterville. Do real burgers better than anybody. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, real burgers at its best.
Everybody loves burgers.
You know what the problem is with standard belts? Usually you have to choose between too tight or the opposite, too loose. But with Anson Belt & Buckle, you don't have to choose. We got rid of the holes and instead have a track system designed for micro-adjustability. That way you can enjoy a perfect fit every time. Anson Belt & Buckle. Find your perfect fit today.
Healthwise Pharmacy rounds the bases with all of your infusion, retail, compounding, and medical equipment needs. Locally owned and operated by pharmacist Marcy Parker, Healthwise has grown to be your most trusted provider for infusion services. Currently providing in-home or on-site infusions in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. Visit Healthwise Pharmacy at 615B South Memorial Drive or call 252-295-0059 to speak to a patient service representative to find the option that best suits your needs.
In this age of globalization, we've learned that bigger isn't always better. Ever tried to get phone help from a big corporation from a real person? Right. That's what's so nice about Phelps Chevrolet. After more than 50 years serving our community, Phelps remains family-owned and operated. Mike, Daryl, Wave, West, Alan, and Clay deliver hometown service and integrity, same as always. They share your experience, they share your values, and they are ready to help with any motoring need. Come get you one.
This is about you, your family, and the health of all who live in Eastern North Carolina. This is about the transformation of a health system into something more powerful and more human. About creating new ways to treat disease and keep you well. This is about ECU Health, which is to say, it's really all about you. ECU Health. Minds, hearts, purpose.
Make every day electric on the Kawasaki Electro 20 electric balance bike. Maximize the fun with long run times, impressive top speed, and Kawasaki build quality. Easy adjustability and smooth handling make everyday riding more enjoyable. And the standard MTB type tires provide off-pavement capability. The Kawasaki Electro 20 is the electric balance bike that's built to rip. Go to Ron Ayers Motorsports, Memorial Drive north of the airport, Greenville.
Welcome back.
Oh, he's back reporting for duty.
You got here just in time.
Holy nuts, man.
This is the Patrick Johnson Show on 94.3 The Game.
All right, it has already been a monumental day here on the program. Blake Harrell, Henry Hinton, Tree Roundtree from Big Rock Landing, and now someone who's been down to Morehead City a time or two. She's in the studio with us. Our dear friend, Bethany Bradsher, with us here, the author of several books.
Several, yes.
Quite
a few.
East Carolina, about the Big Rock.
Written about the Super Bowl, written about ACC basketball history. Those are just a few.
All kinds of stuff.
Shopping carts.
Yeah.
Biographies. George Whitfield. A lot of people around here love George.
And I guess you were the editor for Dickie Carrada's book?
I was.
Dickie's a character.
He is. His book is so funny.
It is a funny book. And Dickie's a funny character.
He comes by that naturally, and he knows where to insert the jokes, and he had a great way of like creating a thread and then bringing it back up later in the book. It's kind of hard to teach. He understood.
A natural performer.
He really was. It was a lot of fun. Yeah. I was very impressed.
And The Big Rock is the book that Bethany has put out on the event a few years ago. BethanyBradsher.com.
That's correct.
Is the website. Now, you changed the address. We're not going to say what the old address, not to confuse people. But did you change it? Or I thought it was something else.
A while ago. But it's Bethany
Bradsher. Okay, but it's Bethany Bradsher. That's perfect.
Yeah. When you have a weird name, you get to...
Well, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's great to see you.
It's good to see you.
It's always exciting anytime we have you on. Your son, Ben, he graduated from ECU.
That's correct.
Ben started, ladies and gentlemen, as an intern on Friday Night Football with Jay Sunhalter and myself, and was like the most conscientious intern we've ever had.
High school student climbing up in the bleachers when they wouldn't give you a space on the press box.
I know.
It was really, He
learned the
Wild West.
He learned the glamorous side of broadcasting.
He sure did, and then he got to do post-game coaches spots, and he didn't know what he was doing.
I think it was a year maybe that they went really deep in the playoff. They may have even gone to the finals.
Maybe.
So he got the full fall experience.
Yeah. And then he went from there to be a Josh Graham intern.
Okay.
Where on his very first day, he participated in a hot sauce eating contest.
Well, there you go.
And it was wild.
That's a great radio stunt. Yeah.
So he's got some
That's why Josh is national and I'm doing radio in Greenville.
That's right. Because
he does great stunts like that. That's the reason.
Yeah.
That's the reason.
So he's had some experiences.
But Ben graduated with what?
Sport management.
Sport management.
From East Carolina.
He was all over he was working a lot this year.
He was.
But he had the best. I think I told you this the other day. He just had the best attitude. Always had a smile on his face.
Yeah, he's a good one.
How many Bradsher children are there?
There are 4.
Okay.
He's number 3.
He's number 3. All right. Are all of them out of the house?
Well, Ben currently is in the house, but he's moving out in
Okay,
one
yeah,
month.
he's leaving
Yes.
to go to the
The
lesser
other three
Greenville, as I
are
like
in-
to say.
Are in different cities.
Yeah. Okay, so there are no kids. In other words, this is like true empty nest time.
True empty nest. Yes.
How do you feel about that, Bethany?
It's pretty fun. I
Okay.
mean, and they all pop in and out all the time, and
No,
no
you do a
one's
lot.
too
Your
far.
kids. You, it seems like you all have the nicest little relationship. You all go on a family vacation, and you were with your daughter the other day,
Yeah.
and up in Raleigh area. So
Adult kids are so much fun. My
Is that right?
husband Sid is more nostalgic than I am for when they were little. He gets real sad about it,
Right,
and I'm
yeah.
like, this is so fun. It's
Yeah.
such a great stage.
Yeah.
They're just fun people to hang out with.
But you'd like a little empty nesting time before we become grandparents.
That's right. But
Okay.
it's, already go do trivia. We
Right.
just run around and go play pickleball and do stuff we want.
My parents would tell you, of course, they're older, but they would tell you the grandparent phase is the most exciting phase.
It'll be fun when it comes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what they would tell you.
Yes.
So, all right. So coming up on Saturday here in Greenville.
Yes.
At Kaufman's Menswear off of Red Banks.
Yes.
11 to 2, you're going to have a Father's Day book signing.
Yes.
I guess Todd Howell probably helped set this up over there.
And they have carried my books for years.
Yeah.
Kaufman's has been wonderful. So he said, let's do a Father's Day event. And so I'll be
cool.
signing and selling. We'll have the Big Rock. We'll have the book about the Dixie Classic that was played at NC State in the 50s and 60s. We'll have both the ECU baseball books, Coaching Third about Keith LeClaire and Never Take This for Granted, that came out 2 years ago about the fan culture surrounding ECU baseball. Even the Bones McKinney biography for any Wake Forest fans that might be out there, and the book about George Whitfield, which is covering all the bases. So, I mean, I don't know how much you want to shop for your dad, but you could do a whole package of books for your dad and keep him reading all year.
Or like your dad, your granddad.
There you go. Your son,
uncle,
your nephew.
Your son, nephew, yeah, the whole nine, yeah.
Your brother-in-law. We could do this all day.
And it kind of covers everything. It kind of covers, and
it
why
does.
why not multiple books on each topic and just hand them out in the bundle?
That's
what
right.
you ought
And
to
I'll
do.
tell you what I always say, Patrick. I like to write books for men that might not love to read books.
Okay.
So I find it a personal challenge and a victory when
Sure.
someone comes up to a book signing, often a woman, and says, holds up one of my books. This is the first book my husband ever read all the way through.
Wow.
So if you think the man in your family doesn't like to read books, I write, they're not super long.
Yeah.
They're not complicated or difficult to get through, and they feature sports that your husband probably cares about. So
Yeah.
there's my pitch.
Or topics of interest around.
right.
I mean,
The
the
Big
Big Rock's
Rock.
a great. It's not a sport that a lot of people could participate in. Like anybody could play pickleball. Anybody could play golf. Everybody at some point played baseball or softball. I'm
Right.
sure, growing up. But the Big Rock is more of a phenomena.
Yes.
And if I'm not mistaken, the year, either very close to the year you wrote the book and released it, was the Jordan year.
So it came out the first year Jordan fished in the tournament.
And that really helped give it a big boost,
It
didn't
did.
it?
It really did. I had random sports talk shows calling me from all over the state wanting to talk about it because of Michael Jordan.
Right.
And people didn't understand, what it meant that he brought a fish to the dock. They thought, oh, he didn't even place. And I was like, no, you don't understand.
Right.
Most boats don't even get a fish that's large enough to come to the landing. So there was a lot of explaining that I was able to do.
Yeah.
And it's interesting. Even yesterday, after the 919.9 pound fish was caught, and that was a huge deal, I saw people on Facebook that were replying to this post, and they were asking all these questions that my book answers. And I was just itching to put it in their hand because they were saying, well,
Right.
how does this work? And what are the rules? And where does the money come from for the winning pot and everything?
Yeah.
So, they just, it's a great kind of primer for the Big Rock and the drama and the chess game that it is each day, how do captains decide which days to fish and where
Right.
to go, and all the decisions that have to be made. I just found that so interesting as I went through.
It is, and to get the Big Rock book or any of the books, the ECU fan culture book, Never Take This for Granted, Coaching Third, the Keith LeClaire story, which is a fantastic book, BethanyBradsher.com. With the Big Rock, it's a 6-day event.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's almost like a whole separate city descends on Morehead City.
Yes.
And it's almost like a small town or suburb descends on Big Rock Landing.
Yeah.
It's the most remarkable thing
Yes.
I've seen, because when a fish, and word spreads like wildfire.
Yes.
When a fish is coming in to be weighed.
Yeah.
And people show up.
They just, yeah.
And then they, disperse, go back, go shopping, go eat, hit a watering hole.
It is.
Fish is coming in, they'll show up.
They'll do it again.
Yeah,
and the word spreads. You don't have to have your phone out. You know, you can be eating lunch somewhere,
it's very
and
old
you'll
school.
hear people near you saying what time the fish is coming in. And in 2020, when Michael Jordan brought his fish in to be weighed, they weren't publicizing the time because of Michael Jordan,
Right.
and it was also during COVID. And so my daughter and I raced down there once we heard, and we missed it because the time they gave wasn't the actual time. We do famously have a picture with his fish.
Okay.
But we missed him and his boat.
Right. But
so I'll
it's
take
in
what
the
I can
internet
get.
era, and it's everywhere, and you could go online, I'm sure, and find.
That's right. And I have a picture with his fish. Not everybody has that. So a couple of years ago, through Jarrett Bay, the store in Beaufort that carries my book, they've been a great store for us. And they did they have a table down there at the landing with merch. And so we decided to try to do a book signing at the landing. And I thought that was a good idea, and it was a terrible idea because people are so dialed in and so focused on the weigh-in and posting up and finding their position. They don't care about buying books at that moment.
Right.
And so I learned. I stood there for 2 hours or however long, and the only thing I saw was people buying hats because of the sun. That was it. Just hats.
Yeah.
If I could have thrown in a book, with a hat, maybe.
They might have gotten.
Or use my book as a hat, but it's not quite big enough to keep the sun off.
But you can go to BethanyBradsher.com and get a copy.
That's right,
of the book.
and Amazon, and we've got some local retailers, some retailers at the beach. UBE has the baseball books. It's So Right has all my books.
Oh, okay.
So they've been
All right.
wonderful.
And again, there'll be a book signing, a Father's Day book signing this weekend, Saturday at Kaufman's from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. For any of Bethany's books. If someone has a book and wants you to just sign it, if they already have, they can bring it down also?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, I would love to do that.
All right.
Just come see us.
Just come see Bethany there at Kaufman's on Red Banks in Greenville. With the Big Rock book, you said 2020 was it released?
It came out in 2020. So the book covers all the events from 2018. And then the epilogue is the top dog at that time, the record-breaking marlin that was 914 pounds.
Right.
So I was down there for that. So that ended up being the epilogue of the book.
Okay.
Now, you heard it here first. I don't know if I've announced this, but there will be a paperback re-release next year.
Okay.
And there'll be some bonus material in that to catch us up since the book came out on some of the big events. And I think we all know that one of those things will be what occurred yesterday.
Wow.
Unless somebody catches a 920 or bigger in the next few days.
Or a 1,000-pounder.
If we get a grander, then that's really going to be our bonus material.
That's got to be the bonus material.
So keep an eye out for it.
Would you, out of the paperback, would there be an additional? Because it's like history. It's ever evolving. There's something every year. It seems like.
There'll be some bonus chapters that cover some of the things that we have not gotten to cover, including the fact that Michael Jordan, made regular pilgrimages down there to fish.
Yeah. Bethany Bradsher in the studio with us. Let me ask you. You were telling me in the break, you mentioned you edited Dickie Carrada's book, I Am a Pirate. You also have edited a book here recently about Pete Maravich.
Yes. So interestingly, Billy Trott, who's a retired lawyer from Raleigh.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And he also was a tennis player at Carolina.
Yeah.
Just a great guy. So nice. And he was Pete Maravich's backcourt mate. He was his fellow guard at Broughton High School.
Okay.
And became friends with him, not super close. But then years later, after Pete's whole career had unfolded, they met up at a Broughton High School Hall of Fame event. And for whatever reason, no one will know, they started talking and had like a 3-hour conversation. And Pete unloaded all kinds of regrets and, kind of confessions about different things that had happened along his life. He talked about his faith. It was very honest.
Well, he had some bad habits.
He had struggled with addiction and some other things, and had a conversion to Christianity. He was very committed to his faith. And so he and Billy had this long conversation, and 1 week later, Pete Maravich died on a basketball court during a pickup game at the age of 40. So Billy felt all these years since that was 1988, I believe.
Oh, wow.
That he was supposed to do something with what he'd heard that day. And he turned it into this book that, even though there are other books about Pete, this is very different. And he not only kind of delves into some of the things that Pete shared with him, but also looks at his heart condition. He talked to a cardiologist and some specialists about what would it be like today if he tried to play basketball.
Yeah.
And the answer is he probably wouldn't have been able to play. They would have detected
ahead of time.
Yeah. And talked about him having ADD. Did he have ADD, and how did that affect him? And Billy was friends with him in high school, and others that they knew kind of were able to say, yeah, he was hyper focused on basketball, but that was it. You know? And famously he couldn't make the SAT score to play for his dad at NC State, which led them both to go to LSU, which changed the course of his career.
I think the Dale, I believe it's Dale Brown, infamously went back and they charted with the 3-point line. Because there was no 3-point line then. What Maravich would have averaged.
Yes, and
he's already college basketball's all-time leading scorer.
Yes.
It had been over 50 a game. I think one season might have been over 55 a game, averaging.
It's absurd. And if you even look at, there's some really good YouTube compilations of him passing. Mm-hmm. And he was an extraordinary passer. So you think, he's a ball hog. He shot the ball all the time, and he really wasn't. He
did both.
He could do anything.
Yeah.
So it's fun to hear Billy describe the things that he saw Pete do, like at the Y in the summer, and the things that turned into this, Pistol Pete showman back in those days. So it's a fun book. I really enjoyed working on it with him. It'll be out in early July. I know he's got a book event up in the mountains.
Okay.
Billy owns an apple orchard in Linville.
Oh.
And so he's doing a book event up there. He also is part-time in Raleigh. So, I'm excited about that.
Well, maybe it'd be good to get him on. I think that'd be great.
Oh, he would love
figure
that.
it out and get him on sometime later in the month, maybe.
He's a talker. So
that'd be great.
Carve out some time.
So an additional chapters in a paperback version of the Big Rock book. What else are you working on that you're writing or will want to write that's like an original Bethany project, not something you've kind of been hired out?
Yeah, that's always the question. It's funny. I think the last time I was here, we talked about Sam Mills, and I had Philip. He helped me make a connection at the Panthers. Well, that book was written by a Philadelphia sports writer, so I dug a little bit, found out that had happened. So not going to do that. I have this other weird Nag's Head CIA thing. Didn't I tell you about that?
You've told me about that.
And I haven't really been able to go deep into that. So I need some people from Nag's Head to tell me if they know about this CIA program that Lee Harvey Oswald was part of in the 50s.
Wow.
Please tell me. I need to know.
That's a fantastic.
Right? It might be all classified by the CIA, and, this episode might be taken into evidence, and I don't know. I don't know what might happen, but... If I'm still here to tell the story, I'd sure like to.
They've released all these JFK documents,
and that's exactly why. Because as they declassify, then there's more. And there was a podcast a couple years ago, actually Rob Reiner created.
Oh wow!
And it talked about this program in Nag's Head in the 50s, and Lee Harvey Oswald was part of it, and that it existed so they could train up these young men to go be reverse defectors or false defectors.
Right.
Go to Russia.
Kind of not really double.
Kind of like
spies.
a double agent.
Yeah.
And famously, Lee Harvey Oswald did try to defect to Russia, and he was refused.
Okay.
They did not buy his story.
Yeah.
And so he was trained at this place in Nag's Head. Anyway, we inquiring minds in Eastern North Carolina would like to know about this place, and that's something I'm going to pursue.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Pretty amazing.
That's not
stuff.
a sports story, but it is something.
No, it's a fascinating story.
Yes.
And again, it will be written in a sense where even if you're, it's a fascinating topic.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And anybody would want to read it. Is there anything else we need to mention?
Well, I should say I'm always up for ideas. So, I'm Bethany Bradsher at gmail.com. Send me an email if you know of a sports story in Eastern North Carolina or a human interest story that someone needs to write a book about. I'd love to know.
I don't know where you would start. You've done a Coach Whitfield book. My sister got inducted into his Hall of Fame.
Yes. I was inducted last year.
Okay, so you know.
Yes.
That's a book in itself.
Mm-hmm. It's
all
amazing.
the people in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's because it's not just sports people necessarily.
Five-star generals, country singers.
Yeah.
Whoever strikes George's fancy, he puts them in there.
But there's a real heartfelt tie to it.
Oh yeah.
It's really.
I love going out there.
It's a fun event.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to be back this year for someone else. So what George told me. So we'll see.
Good.
But
Good.
It was great. It was such a fun thing to go to, and really interesting this year to go to it. Brian North got in this year.
Oh, good! I'm so glad.
One of our friends. So
it was a real treat, and so I have that giant plaque.
It's a giant plaque too.
It could be a coffee table potentially, something like that. But I love that he does it. It was so kind. So
no, and it's great. Coach Whitfield's unbelievable. You will see him starting this weekend on television.
Yes. Blue shirt, purple hat, right behind, a little bit to the left of home plate in Omaha. And every year people text me and go, is that George Whitfield?
Yeah, and it is. Or who's the guy in the ECU hat?
Who's the guy in the ECU hat?
I get that question twice at least.
And almost always a blue polo shirt. Yeah. And he's got a uniform.
It's the legendary Coach Whitfield.
Yes.
And there's a buddy of mine, a guy from LaGrange, Tate Mooring, that went with Coach Whit out there a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's Coach Whitfield walks up.
Oh, yeah.
And all right this way, Coach.
Red carpet. Yes.
Yeah, there's no.
He's
he's not getting the phone out and presenting a QR code.
No.
It's
And last year, the sideline reporter, I can't remember her name. I'd never seen her there before, and she was sitting up there with him talking to him.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't think she knows.
She doesn't know. She's
what
about
a
to be
legend
spun
this
a
guy
yarn.
is.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Well, and it's crazy. You know, I've had other people tell me the story. Maybe it was Cy Seymour. You know, they were driving back from something. They stopped to eat. He's on the phone with somebody and, hangs up. And, hey, Coach, who were you talking to? He's on the phone with Roy Williams.
Yeah.
Just a casual
just chatting
conversation.
Unbelievable.
It is kind of, I bet his phone's got some numbers.
When that book came out, we did a book signing, a launch at Parrott Academy.
Yeah.
And
I remember because I think we did something with him.
There.
For that book.
And so we set up a Zoom for former players to hop on there to see him. And I mean, a number of them were Division I baseball coaches or high school baseball coaches. It was in May. It was right in the heart of the season.
No, we did a show leading into that.
That's right. And I couldn't believe the number of these guys that abandoned their practice that day to pop into that
because it was in the middle of
to see him. It was right in the middle of the season, and just no question. If this is something I can do, and he just sat there and looked at that screen and all those faces, and it was such a neat event.
And that was also Claude Kennedy.
Yes,
kind of put all that together.
He did. Claude
the ex-umpire.
Yes, and Reed Parrott.
Reed Parrott had a lot to do with it.
Yeah, those two guys.
We did. We were in the lobby of old Ellis Simon Gym at Parrott and did the. We had Coach Whit over. Well, you might have been on. I think
I might have been.
Or you might have been getting there too late. I
think it was 2020.
The limo might have been coming a little late, Pill.
Yes, well.
So, and we only have an hour clubhouse here. So
that's exactly right.
I think we might have been off by the time you got there.
It's a long way to Kinston.
It is, but we did the show from there. And it was great. That was a great. I'm glad you brought. I'd forgotten all about that. Yeah, we did. Leading up to that event, we had Whitfield. It was the day they released the book, and we had Coach Whitfield on, and Claude Kennedy was on, and my dad was there, so we talked to him. It was a good, good little time. I think guy Matt Beeman, who's the football coach, who's won a bunch of state championships over there. We had him on too. So yeah, it's a good show.
I didn't know that George Whitfield's childhood read like a Disney movie script, but it
really does. Yeah.
And so I knew him all these years, but I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And so it's fascinating.
It's one of the many great books that you can get at BethanyBradsher.com. BethanyBradsher.com.
Brought it back. Good
job. Well,
yes.
Kaufman's Saturday from 11 to 2. Father's Day book signing, Big Rock book, Coaching Third, the Keith LeClaire story. Never Take This for Granted, which is about ECU baseball fandom. You name it, Bethany will have it. Yeah, got a book for it. And get multiples. Dad will appreciate it. It'll give him something to do for the rest of the summer, something to read on the beach.
That's right. They're good beach reads, for sure.
Great beach reads. Great to see you.
Thank you for having me.
We'll get you on again soon.
Yes, absolutely.
And let's get this Lee Harvey Oswald thing going. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I'm
really intriguing.
Putting out a plea, Outer Banks friends. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's
Call
do
me.
it.
Hey, for the record, Patrick Johnson and Bethany Bradsher said all this if the CIA is listening. Pilkington is sitting back here.
Pilkington's trying to stay out of, he said this was you and I talking about it.
Okay.
If the CIA's tapped the line here of the show.
Come on, Philip.
I know.
Live a little.
Come on, Pil.
Yeah.
I'm 27. I got a lot of living to do.
He does. Bethany and I are, well, Bethany's not. I'm old, so it just, they might have, they might take mercy on me. All right. Great to see you.
Good to see you. Thanks so much.
BethanyBradsher.com. Make sure you go there. And Kaufman's Saturday from 11 to 2, Red Banks Road in Greenville for a Father's Day book signing. All right, we'll hit a break. We'll come back, get a top 5 at 5. We'll look at the top stories of the day and more here on The Patrick Johnson Show.
This is about you, your family, and the health of all who live in Eastern North Carolina. This is about the transformation of a health system into something more powerful and more human. About creating new ways to treat disease and keep you well. This is about ECU Health, which is to say, it's really all about you. ECU Health. Minds, hearts, purpose.
Acre Station Meat Farm, along with Lane Angus Beef, bring you Farm to Fork Beef. Stock your freezers now with affordable beef boxes just in time for the grilling season.
Farm to Fork Beef brings quality local beef to your family. From your traditional butcher shop, Acre Station Meat Farm. Come on down to Acre Station Meat Farm and find out why we're #1 in fresh cuts and friendly service.
Acre Station Meat Farm, Highway 32 North, Pinetown.
Daughtridge Gas and Oil has been your dependable propane supplier for 95 years. Their trained technicians can service and properly install all your propane and natural gas appliances. Plus, Daughtridge Gas and Oil is your backyard expert with fire pits, grills, smokers, and more, including quality outdoor furniture at their Greenville Patio and Hearth Shop at 1901 Charles Boulevard. Go by and see the knowledgeable staff at Daughtridge Gas and Oil for propane delivery or call 756-1345.
Healthwise Pharmacy rounds the bases with all of your infusion, retail, compounding, and medical equipment needs. Locally owned and operated by pharmacist Marcy Parker, Healthwise has grown to be your most trusted provider for infusion services. Currently providing in-home or on-site infusions in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. Visit Healthwise Pharmacy at 615B South Memorial Drive or call 252-295-0059 to speak to a patient service representative to find the option that best suits your needs.
In this age of globalization, we've learned that bigger isn't always better. Ever tried to get phone help from a big corporation from a real person? Right. That's what's so nice about Phelps Chevrolet. After more than 50 years serving our community, Phelps remains family-owned and operated. Mike, Daryl, Wave, West, Alan, and Clay deliver hometown service and integrity, same as always. They share your experience, they share your values, and they are ready to help with any motoring need. Come get you one.
Need cash for a vacation? National Finance Company is here to help. For over 50 years, National Finance Company has been the small loan specialist with loans from $1,000 to $5,000 with low payments to meet your budget. We're in the business of getting you the cash you need today. Apply online for a loan at one of our convenient branch offices and get your money as fast as today. It's easy. Get the vacation cash you need. For extra cash,
this may very well be our last mission. Let's make it count.
This is the Patrick Johnson Show on 94.3 The Game.
It's impossible.
Now some stories you may have heard. Or catch it for the first time. This is your 5 at 5 with the P-Man.
The neutral zone, but Carolina right back now. Giveaway. Jarvis goes in backhanded hard with the save. Oh, Jarvis all alone now. Back at it from Bristol. The backhanded scores. He scores again. Oh, my goodness. The captain is unreal. His second of the game.
That was friend of the show Mike Maniscalco last night when Jordan Stahl scored the goal to go up 5-4 at 6:32 elapsed time. Canes up winning the game 5-3 thanks to Nikolai Ehlers, 7th of the playoffs, which was an empty netter to make the series 2-2.
Boy, Jordan Stahl, how magnificent has he been during this?
Amazing.
And what a win last night. So Pilk now it's a super regional. I mean, it's a best 2 out of 3. This series has been magnificent. And it would not surprise me if either team wins tomorrow night. I mean, whoever wins tomorrow night, I will not be surprised. We might be surprised or thrilled how it happened.
Yeah.
But the fact that either Vegas or my Carolina Hurricanes could win tomorrow night.
So you're back. They didn't. I was wondering if they had to go up 3-2 or if 2-2 was enough.
I contemplated that, Bill.
Yeah.
But my fandom is cheap. I'm riding the wave. I'm a bandwagoner. That's why they're now my Carolina Hurricanes. What a game last night. What a game.
That was awesome.
Did you see the ridiculous palm trees they put up in their graphic?
No.
Talking about the City of Oaks afterwards with the final score.
No, I did not. It's probably
there are not palm trees in Raleigh. Unless you've built a house on a golf course.
Yeah.
Next.
Alrighty, number 2. There was a hearing on Capitol Hill this morning about the NFL broadcast rights, and we do have a quick sound bite from that, so we're going to go into don't have time to really read the article right now.
Attending games in person has become unaffordable for many families as well. When fans are priced out of the stadium and games are moved behind paywalls, the public loses twice. Amidst all of this, broadcast television remains the most consumer-friendly platform in America. We are free, we are local, we do not require a monthly fee, a broadband connection, or a separate app. We reach rural communities, seniors, low-income households, and casual fans who may not subscribe to multiple streaming services. This is why games on broadcast deliver massive audiences relative to their streaming competitors. For example, NFL games on CBS, Fox, and NBC this past Thanksgiving averaged 44.7 million viewers per game, while Amazon's game the following day on Black Friday drew only 16 million viewers. It's also why local teams that have moved games from regional sports networks to broadcast television have seen their ratings surge.
So this House Judiciary Committee hearing on the NFL's growing reliance on streaming platforms, Amazon, Prime Video, Netflix, Peacock, the Cock, YouTube TV, ESPN streaming products. The Sports Broadcasting Act, and this was way, many decades ago, 70 years ago, created to keep games widely available on free television, not to place these marquee games on paywalls. I wonder where he got the info about the streaming on, because hasn't the Shield and the streamers been really cloak and dagger about releasing those streaming numbers? I guess part of this hearing is they had to have that information out in the open.
Probably, yeah.
But I mean, that doesn't matter if only 16. Here's the number that matters if you're Goodell and the owners in the NFL. Somebody is willing to pay you obscene amounts of money for those rights.
Yeah. I guess we just all got to boycott the streaming services so then they can't pay any of the money. That's the way to do it.
But, yeah, and I don't know if I agree with this 100%. The streaming services maybe don't need the NFL.
No. You got to think
the
Prime,
networks,
for example.
The networks need the NFL.
Yeah. I mean, Amazon's Amazon. Look, it's just a bonus because that you have games on there.
Right.
But yeah, Netflix, Peacock. No, the thing is, Peacock's got some of its own original content, but I think now they could be hurting a little bit because they lost the wrestling pay-per-views to ESPN Unlimited, but still, what they offered during the 2 Olympics and the fact that it is the Premier League package is on there, that helps them. They would need it a little more. They need to keep pumping out live stuff, but Netflix and Prime definitely.
The YouTube TV thing is interesting because that essentially is what has become the TV service or cable service, for an old school term, for a lot of people.
Yeah.
YouTube TV's become the provider, which gives you the networks in your local. We'll see how it goes here. I don't know. This is a consumer access issue, Pilk. But it's also a business issue for the NFL. Yeah. And the best way to continue to pump dollars in is get these streaming, because those numbers are only going to go up. And the networks, I don't know how much longer networks can pay the kind of money that they're paying for there seems to be a cap on that ability.
Yeah. The tough thing about it is, Patrick, you just pay all this money for Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV, and it doesn't give you every game. That's the issue.
That's true, too. All right, what do we got next?
All righty, number 3 has come out that NC State is now investigating LSU for potentially tampering with Will Wade. Will Wade obviously left the Pac, and they are investigating his departure and whether they illegally had him breach the contract.
So this would have violated North Carolina's Unfair and Deceptive Trade Practices Act. But here's when you say NC State's investigating LSU, is it a law enforcement branch is it like the campus police? Is it the university itself? What's it matter? Let's say LSU did unless if it's a North Carolina act, unless like the Attorney General signs on and says we're going to pursue this legally across state lines. I don't know what this is other than maybe to make those hayseeds feel a little better about the situation. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe I think your best bet is to just say they did something against NCAA, rules. Maybe,
but that's not it. This is,
but they're not going to police anything.
It's an Unfair and Deceptive Trade Practices Act.
Yeah, it is.
So you have to get the AG involved. Of course, he might do it. If there's a television camera he can get in front of, he may do that. Next.
All righty, number 4, Texas Tech. Speaking of legal action, says they would take legal action against the conference, any specific teams, or any group of people that try and keep them out of sporting events. This comes after talks of teams in the Big 12 mentioning a potential boycott to play the Red Raiders not only on the gridiron but everywhere else.
You don't have to. I mean, not only would Texas Tech sue you, I believe that ESPN would sue you. Speaking of television providers,
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna screw with the schedule that much, again, Disney, the mouse, is paying untold millions of dollars for the rights to these Big 12 broadcasts.
You know what should happen? These teams shouldn't show up, and then Mickey Mouse should sue the idiot judge who passed the damn ruling. That's who
Somebody
needs
will
to be
get
sued.
Somebody
That's
will
who
get
needs to
sued.
be damn sued, not the team.
It's very litigious.
Well,
Very litigious situation here.
Quit doing stupid stuff.
The AD also for Texas Tech put out this is going to be a 3-segment thing, Pilk. I'll get the memo. That's fine. They put out they put out a statement today, and I mean, it almost sounded like, oh, golly gee whiz, we're not a part of this. We're not really, we understand that, he's getting treatment, and we support his, road back to get through the treatment. Sorsby we're talking about here. We, certainly want to be proud that he's a Red Raider, but we had nothing to do with his, legal road that he took. And then, what happens, Bill? But at the end, they're like, but we're glad he's going to be on our team to help us win football games. Because that's all they're really worried about.
Yeah. Hey, there's only one thing that matters. Are you investing enough? Are you playing well enough?
Right.
To win games.
Yeah.
And they are. They're investing a lot of money.
What's next?
Alrighty, number 5. It's Game 4 of the NBA Finals tonight inside the world's most famous arena. Sure, some of the world's most famous people will be in attendance. Donald Trump not expected to be in attendance for Game 4 tonight after, I guess, he was blamed for the loss in Game 3. No, that's not the reason he's not going.
Taylor Swift and what's his name are going to be there tonight?
Travis
Kelce.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're having their wedding at Madison Square Garden. Do you know this?
Are they really?
That's what I read, yeah.
Somehow she casually got brought up in a conversation, or one of them did the other day with me and my grandma, and she goes, wonder when their wedding is or how big it's going to be. I was like, I don't know. I don't keep up with that crap.
Well, now you could tell Grandma it's going to be at Madison Square Garden. That's a pretty
she'll
big wedding.
probably roll her eyes and punch a wall or something if I tell her they're getting married at Madison Square Garden.
I kind of like the sounds of your grandma there. She's going to punch a wall.
She thinks she thinks it's a publicity stunt marriage, and she doesn't even think they love each other. That's her thoughts behind it.
I might agree with Grandma on that. Give me the Knicks tonight. What's the line, Pilk? Do we know?
Well, my phone didn't lock up. I could give it to you.
Yeah.
Testing. And 2.5 in favor of the New York Knicks.
Knicks by 3.
I like it.
Knicks by 3 tonight. Thanks to Bethany Bradsher. Don't forget, Bethany's got her book signing for Father's Day. All of the books that Bethany Bradsher has written at Kaufman's on Saturday from 11 to 2. It is a Father's Day book signing, and Bethany Bradsher will be there from 11 to 2. Kaufman's Menswear in Greenville. And you can go to BethanyBradsher.com. Check out Bethany's books, even order some if you would like. Thanks also to Henry Hinton down at Big Rock. We'll be on the air tomorrow for Talk of the Town from Morehead City, part of our Big Rock coverage. Also to Tree Roundtree and Coach Blake Harrell with the cameo today. Thanks to Pilk, intern Mary, and most of all you for tuning in today. Thanks for being with us. Back tomorrow. Oh, Amanda Kristovich. Speaking of all these matters from Front Office Sports, she'll be with us tomorrow on the Patrick Johnson Show. We'll see you then. Have a great rest of your evening. So long, everybody.